Morning guys, so day 4 in the Wren kitchen. Still no news on the missing unit, so we shall persevere. Today, finish the wall units off, get the fillers done, ovens in place, electrics for the ovens and the microwave, the hob electrics in, the electrics for the dishwasher in. Maybe run the handleless track round, throw the drawers in, throw some doors on, maybe some cornice. I might leave the worktops till tomorrow because we got a late start today. The client wasn't feeling too good and wanted a bit of a lay in and asked if we could start a bit late, which put us a little bit behind, but it's not the end of the world. We shall push on, maybe do the worktops tomorrow, maybe get her a working tap. The hob won't be working. It's too short notice now to get my gas engineer out to do the connections. But she'll have an oven, a microwave, possibly an extractor fan, and maybe a sink by the end of tomorrow. The sink won't be permanently fitted because I'm going to want to possibly remove the worktops to put the corner unit in. But that's another issue to deal with. So anyway, let's get stuck in and we'll see in a bit. Okay, so we've got pretty much all the electrics sewn up. Obviously I've still got to work on the extractor fan, but I've run the cable and I've put it in a Wago box for now. Ready for my Sparky to come and do his bits and pieces. But anyway, little tip for you, when you're doing wall decor ends and you're doing them flat to the bottom because you've not got any light pelmet like in this situation, all I've done, put a level across, and you can say to sit your decor panels on while you're scribing and mucking about rather than trying to hold it in place. Just a little tip for you. So we've got a little fuse spur there, which will be for the hob, which we'll have to run we'll cut a hole out to run the wire, but that's not an issue. We've got a double socket in there because we've got some under cabinet lighting going in, and what they've supplied we don't have a light switch for, and rather than running cables over the ceiling and down to put a socket switch in so that you can turn them on together, the client has bought these 10-meter LEDs which will have a remote control in. So what we would do, and that'll just be a plug in, plug and play, so that will literally plug in now, where carefully run the cables through here, then the LED strip will run concurrently all the way around to the end as one thing, and then if it ever breaks it's only a matter of replacing the transformer or pulling it through. Quick and easy maintenance, no transformers required. That way then she can control it from the remote control, which can be stuck on a wall next to the switch or wherever you want to put it. You can change them out for colour changing LEDs. Basically you can do whatever you like with them because it's just plug and play, so it's easy maintenance. So if they ever go wrong, you're not digging around trying to find the transformers under the plinths and stuff like that. So it's just a quick and easy solution for what we wanted to do. But anyway, we must crack on. The oven and the microwave is up and running. They're not screwed in, and I'll show you more about that later on, because to get the spacings, it's nice on top of the drawer line, and then you've got this bloody great big gap, and then it's nice on the door line. But I'll show you that when Ricky's not doing what he's doing in there. But anyway, stay tuned for second part or third part or whatever part it'll be. See you in a bit, guys. Bye bye. Okay, things are looking like we're getting somewhere. We've got power to everything now. The extractor fan's working, the fridge is in place, Ricky's working on the cornice, all the wall units are up, all bar a few trims on the doors. But yeah, she's looking like a half a kitchen. So as you can see, we've got the fridge in there nicely slotted in. It's a nice snug fit, looking really, really good. Wall units are all in. I've done what I said I was going to do with the fillers either side of the cabinet. Just tidies it up. Ignore the doors, nothing's been aligned yet. Extractor fan is in. It's recirculating. Now, I know I said on a previous video that we was going to core out and duct this extractor fan out. Now, unfortunately, when we were doing the electrics and we pulled that cable back through so that we could reroute the ring main, as you can see, there's a hole in the ceiling. There's a joist that runs all the way along that far off from the wall, and obviously potentially we could have cored it out a bit further over, but to keep the line going straight, and because we're going to use flat ducting, I'd have had to core it out in the corner. I'd have undermined the joist, and the client wasn't overly keen on that. I mean, we could have potentially put a corner on it and then ducted it out a bit further over, but then you're reducing the flow when you got corners. You shouldn't really, in my opinion, you shouldn't have corners on ducting, especially the flat ducting, because it just gives a place for the air to hit and build up with crap. But so yeah, we didn't core out because we didn't want to undermine the joist being that close to the ceiling. I mean, even if we did come over and between the joists, it still creates a bit of a weak spot, in my opinion, on them two joists, so it wasn't worth it. Client said she was happy to leave it, so that's what we've done. We've left it as recirculating with charcoal filters, but it is what it is. But anyway, I'm going to get on now and get this larder unit finished in place, and then that's basically all the units in except for that epoxy corner unit we're missing. And then I'm going to work on the handles, or the handlebar system thing that goes in here. One piece is really easy because it goes where the drawers go, which is really easy. We've got a massive load of that, which is a complete waste, but it is what it is. So yeah, let's crack on. See you in a bit. Okay guys, we are done for today. We had a late start because the client wanted us to come in a bit later today for her own reasons. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world, but the weather isn't looking good. And basically we're ready for worktops pretty much, so I'm not going to make a start at 3 o'clock on worktops. So we're going to call it a day and come back tomorrow. We're going to get all the worktops cut, get all the handles, handheld pieces cut and in. We can't fit them all properly, but we can get them in so that we can just unclip them, pull them off, put the unit in. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. So this is how we got on today. So it doesn't look a lot, but this side, all the cornice is up, done. Decal panels are all on, extractor fans all in, fridge is in. Base sheets, we've thrown some of them in just to get them out of the way. The doors and that, they all need to be lined up. Obviously dishwasher needs levelling and connecting, but we can't do that until I get everything else in. But yeah, it's all looking good. This is in and finished. This is the only part of the kitchen that is actually fully finished. It's got the cornice on, it's got all the doors in, it's secured to the wall. It's got its shelves in, it's got its pull-out bin is all in. So, unfortunately there is a gap down there, but that's how out of plumb this wall is, and we're already impeding on the architrave this side. I've had to cut the architrave in to get this to sit in nicely as it is. So, and this panel doesn't go all the way back, it only goes about 10 mil past this wall, so I can't do much with that. I haven't got a finished edge to make that look any better, so it'll be what it'll be. Maybe get some anthracite silicone or something and do an anthracite silicone bead up there or something like that. But yeah, all in all, we're not looking bad. I mean, if we had the bloody base unit here, we'd be finished tomorrow, just worktops and handle bits, which would be quite an easy day for us. Oh, we've still got the splashbacks to do, but obviously you can't do the splashbacks till the worktops are all in and blah, 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 blah. What we have got to figure out though, with these splashbacks, because they've got to be cut to height and whatever, obviously we've got worktop to go here, 30, 32 mil, whatever it is, worktops. It's going to leave a very small sliver of something to go under there, and there's no way in hell I'm going to get that in one piece because they're massive sheets. So they're 4 metre sheets, and I think they're about 600 high. So what I'm thinking I'm going to have to do is I have to cut this side to the length and scribe round, do the same on that side, and then I'm going to have a joint at either end with a sliver underneath there. But I'll discuss that with the client. It's too much to try and cut that in as a one piece and try and position it and manoeuvre it. It ain't going to happen. But yeah, that's as far as we're going to get today, unfortunately. It is what it is. You know, if it wasn't for the bits that were missing, we'd be bang on schedule, but you know, we can't help these things. Anyway, come back tomorrow, guys, for the final weekly video, and see how we get on. Hopefully we'll have all the worktops in and a running sink, but we won't know till tomorrow. But anyway, see you tomorrow, guys. Bye bye.